President Donald Trump has faced a series of judicial setbacks that could hinder his administration's ambitious deportation plans, at least until higher courts weigh in. Over the span of a week bridging August and September, federal judges in separate cases blocked several key elements of the administration's immigration enforcement strategies, siding with immigrant advocates who challenged the legality of rapid deportations. One ruling halted fast-track deportations of immigrants residing in the interior of the country, another blocked the removal of unaccompanied migrant children, and a third rejected the use of the 1798 Alien Enemies Act to deport alleged gang members without due process. Judge Jia M. Cobb of the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia paused the administration's expedited removal program, arguing it violated due process and risked errors that could affect not only immigrants but the general public. She emphasized that prioritizing speed over proper review could result in unlawful removals, labeling the system a skimpy process. 2 days later, Judge Sparkle L. Supnanan issued a temporary restraining order preventing ICE from deporting Guatemalan children traveling without guardians. These children had already been on deportation flights when the injunction was requested, highlighting the urgency and immediate impact of the court's decision. The third setback came from the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, which struck down the administration's use of the Alien Enemies Act to deport individuals linked to a violent Venezuelan prison gang. In a 2-1 ruling, the judges concluded the law was improperly invoked, noting no evidence that the mass of immigrants constituted an organized armed force. The ruling effectively blocked an unprecedented legal maneuver intended to justify rapid deportations outside standard immigration procedures. Administration officials and supporters condemned the rulings, calling them judicial overreach. Stephen Miller described the appellate decision as part of a judicial coup, while policy experts argued that courts were preventing the president from enforcing laws passed by Congress. Despite the obstacles, the administration faces structural challenges in reaching its deportation targets. ICE has deported roughly 200,000 people under Trump, far short of the stated goal of 1 million annually, a benchmark no prior administration has achieved outside routine border returns. Low illegal border crossings and the practical workload of processing deportations further complicate efforts. Experts note that, even without judicial intervention, mass deportation campaigns require extensive resources and careful management to avoid legal and logistical pitfalls. The Supreme Court may ultimately decide the fate of these policies, and historically, Trump's administration has fared better in higher courts than in district or appellate levels. Until then, the rulings slow the administration's aggressy.